Oh guys, I'm getting into this thing and finding more stuff. There's a dent. If you can see it real well or not. See it there? Yeah. You know what that is? Someone punched this thing at one time. That is a perfect imprint of a dent of someone punching it. I know because I had an old T-Bird. I did the same stupid thing too. But just showing you what I'm getting into. I found another hole right here. I'm gonna have to dig into this. A hole right there. If you can see it real well, this thing doesn't focus very well. But I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna have to fill this, fill that. So it's, oh yeah, another thing that happened was I fired it up and pulled it out, and I heard a knock, 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 and I'm like, no freaking way is this thing knocking. So I pulled it back in the garage after I was done working on my Honda yesterday, and it was knocking as it came in, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I was listening to it, and when it sounds like a lifter's collapsed back here. So yeah, I gotta take those bars off, pull the valve cover, check to see what's going on, see if it's a lifter's collapse. I think it's a lifter's failed. So, and it's got those roller rockers that are got the links between them that I absolutely hate because they're noisy and crap. So I'm really hoping that's what it is. It's just the lifter went bad. It hasn't hurt the cam. There's no metal in the oil. Nothing crazy like that. It's carrying good oil pressure. But it's definitely got a knock in it. And I think it's in the valve train. So I'm going to pull the valve covers off and see what's going on. I don't know. I really pushed this thing to its maximum amount on fucking lift and everything. It's got, at the valve, it has a 0.777 lift at the valve. That's with a 1.7 roller rocker. So I cannot remember what the cam specs are. It's ridiculously big. So we'll see. It was doing fine. He's been driving on and off, no big deal. And then it just started doing that. And what's weird is it sounds like when it's cold, you can't really hear it. And once it starts to idle for like, I don't know, a minute or two, you can start to hear it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's there when it first starts. I don't hear it. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, the battery keeps going dead, so I have to get a battery for it. Still haven't changed the oil, changed the fuel filter. I haven't done any of that crap. I'm still working on this. I've got that in primer. This is in primer. I've got to finish feathering that, edge that out. I did this in primer last night because I was going in the house, didn't want to flash rust. So I've got to feather this all out because, man, you can see how far I had to feather all this out. Because there's a ton. Look at how many layers of paint are on this thing. You can see where I was feathering all this out. We do believe this burgundy, it's called vintage burgundy, is the original color. From what I can see, I don't know. I don't know how many. It's crazy. Because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors on there. And of course, I know some's primer. But I'm pretty sure this right here, this really dark, almost purplish color, is the original color. Because you, excuse me, up here in the roof, you can see, I think that's the original burgundy poking through. Which, if it's burgundy, there's only two colors they came in 66 in the reds, and that was vintage red or fire red. And this is a fire red, I believe, something like that. I'm pretty sure this is the vintage burgundy. So, yeah, I still got to patch that. I got the door shot in primer. I've still got, it's just a thin coat on there. I still got to feather edge all this crap out. I was just putting it on there last night. Like I said, I just sanded all this crap down today. So, yeah, I just want to say I found that dent. There was Bondo all the way down it and all the way up to here. This is all filled with Bondo, which I understand skim coat in there is fine because that's how you do your seam. But when it's like so thick that it cracks, it's too thick. And this had rust right here and here and here. You still see some of it. I've got to get in there. I'm going to pull it out some and then grind it down some more. So the Bondo that was here, I went like this underneath the edge of it, and it popped off up to here, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I ground it out, and I'm going to pull this out more, because there's no reason why it shouldn't be pulled out more. And then skim it, clean all this up some more, fill that hole there, and I've got to grind all this back still, and then I'll skim coat it. You can see where they braze welded in and lost its line right here. There should be a line that goes up, I believe, on that panel. But they braze welded it, which is no big deal. It's not a show car. I just want it to look good. I don't want to have to see. I gotta fill this all up in here because that is thick. It's got way too many coats of paint on it. So I just want to show you guys how she's doing. Yeah, I can see it. Just garbage paint. You can see how bad it is. You hear that? Rough. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoy my channel. Please like and subscribe. And I will be doing a video when I pull this apart so I can show you guys exactly what I did valve train wise. Because honestly, I don't remember if I even did a video when I put the motor together. Which I get to going and and I'm like, oh crap, I should have done a video of that. So you can still see the gasket. I mean, it hasn't really been driven a lot. So I don't know. We'll get it figured out. Thanks again for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I will keep you guys updated.